Videotape the crashes, man. Let's see. Okay.
Ride on, Jewel. Let your spirit be free with the wind at your back.
Hey, I told you I knew where I was.
Sing loud, Jewel. Let your heart be your guide in the depths of the thunder. It's your rant and your ride.
I mean, it's great out here. 1 hour ago, yeah, just an hour ago, it was snowing like crazy, and it was barely above freezing. So, and I started prepping to go for a ride. You know, I kind of watched the thermometer and looking outside, you know, looking for this right here. This is perfect, right? So I was watching that, and it just kept snowing harder. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna go for a ride anyway, no matter how much it snows. So in my preparing for coming out here, it cleared up and the temperature rose like 8 degrees. I think it's like 39 degrees now is what my thermometer says, but I think the thermometer downtown usually says a lower temperature than my thermometer at my house. But anyway, I mean, this is beautiful out here, right? I mean, it'd be great to really just go into El Dorado. I wanted to do that at night, maybe tonight, I don't know. Yeah, so we're over here by the rodeo grounds, but you know, I didn't bring another battery. Didn't even bring another battery for the charge camera, so yeah. I'm just checking it out. Like I said, the snow's thinning out pretty quickly. So getting pretty thin. Oh yeah. Getting pretty thin. You know, so maybe it'll snow some more. We'll have to see. Maybe it'll do some more snowing. You know, somebody's been up here since it snowed. You can see some tracks. They're not fresh tracks, so probably the other day or the other night. But, you know, the farther I get going south, you know, it's starting to flurry right here. So maybe in El Dorado it's flurrying. Like I said, I don't even know if I'll go down to the mouth at El Dorado. Not sure if I'll go that far. But, you know, it's been snowing all morning, right? It's been snowing pretty good, actually, all morning. Yep. All right, so a little recording here going in to El Dorado in the snow. It started snowing again, very lightly. But it completely stopped, right? Like 30 minutes ago. An hour ago it was snowing pretty hard. Snow's a little bit deeper back here the closer I get to El Dorado. Yes, I brought emergency transponder, but I didn't bring extra camera batteries. I didn't bring an extra light. You know, I have a light on my phone, and the bike has a headlight. Because I didn't think I was gonna ride this far into El Dorado, but you know, I just can't help resisting El Dorado. So my video should be short anyway. I gotta shorten them, right? So we're gonna keep them short. Yeah, so it's snowing, you know, which causes issues, right? I gotta turn off my heated jacket. It's on low, but I am frying like a little turkey in the oven. The worst part is getting all the water on your camera and your glasses. Right? So, yeah. So you can't see very well because everything's wet. I got rain clothes on, but you know. And it stopped snowing a while ago. So I was like, yeah, I don't need to bring a rag because it's not snowing. Looks like it's clearing up. But no, it's not. Started snowing again. So that'll be the factor whether I continue on or not. Because, you know, you can't see anything when your glasses are wet. And the camera is wet. Doesn't make good video. All right. See, I mean, check this out. You know, the snow's deeper in El Dorado Canyon. And this would just be epic, right? Epic in the dark. You know, with your headlight reflecting off the snow. And it's brighter out in the snow anyway during a snowstorm. Because the light reflects off the snow. But this is just bad to the bone, Jack. Harder to pedal in the snow. Come on. With no power. Okay, a little bit of power. Just a little bit. And I'm burning up in these clothes. I think it's like 40 degrees out. And, you know, I layered for 30 degrees. If I was on a dirt bike, I'd probably still be cold or coldish. But not when you're doing some cardio. Doesn't take much cardio for me to be hot as a hot pocket. Yeah, I'm sweating. Woo woo. But I don't know, dude. I just gotta tell you folks, you know, there's snowmobilers. Yeah, that's crazy cool. Skiers and snowboarders, I did that. And that's a lot of fun. But you gotta stand in line, and I mean, all of it's fun, but gosh, this is so much fun. The only drawback is the same thing I always say. I want to go farther. Hey, look at the bunnies. Are those bunnies? Look at the bunny tracks. Yeah, I want to go farther than 25 miles. Come on, man. Get with it with these e-bike batteries. I hear they have a better battery technology, but I haven't seen it out yet. Come on. Let's get that thing going. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, it gets deeper. And it gets slipperier. Just me and the bunny tracks. Yes, sir. Me and the bunny tracks. Okay. I gotta stop to turn this off because I gotta take my glove off. Oh yeah, well, I'm probably confirming, you couldn't ride this in waist deep snow. You know, it's probably half a foot here now. And yeah, getting pretty slippery. Not a half a foot in some areas like that corner. But yeah, I went through that corner all sideways like whoa, Jack. So last year, you know, I came in here and snow and ice in here, but not the whole way, right? So this was spotty with snow, you know, but I didn't get to the snow and ice till I was farther back. Let's make sure I'm not gonna go down here. Like I said, yeah, there's a 15% I could crash. I think the deeper the snow gets and the ice, we'll get to some ice, I'm sure. The higher that number goes up, right? 15% chance goes to 20% chance, then 25% chance. It's gonna be a wild ride coming out of here. Should be pretty cool. All right, gotta turn this off for a sec. Don't have a lot of camera battery. Didn't bring another battery, so. First water crossing. So yeah, this seat sits about an inch higher than my old seat did, which isn't bad, but you know, my feet, I could flat foot before, now I'm tippy toe. And yeah. This is gonna get, come on. What are you doing? Ripping my rain pants? Yep. This is gonna get deep back here. Flowing pretty good now, but That's pretty cool. Yeah, so you know I said I wouldn't be coming into El Dorado. It did stop snowing, so you know, once I head this way, it just keeps calling you in. It's like, come on, come on. It just keeps calling you in. Like, come on, let's go. You want to go in, so. So I just can't help myself. You know, I'm gonna make another untrue statement. I'm not gonna go that far. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Yeah. Come on, man. This is awesome. Yeah, my happy place. Yeah, so coming through El Dorado, completely covered in snow. Is just serene and epic. I just can't tell you how cool this is. Man, I don't know the best line. That could be deep right there, right where it's yeah. Could be deep anywhere, Jack. No, I could have went, yeah, I could have went right through there. I probably should have. Because I'm probably going to go there and hit some kind of rock. Oh my goodness. Check it out. Crazy awesome. Yeah, you know, I record all the water crossings because I like to crash in water crossings or coming out of them. So let's see. Yeah, so far so good. Well, I think a vehicle came in here last snow, but nobody's come in here this week. You can see some tracks under the snow, but those are probably a week old. Hey, snowball just rolled down. Look at this. Look at this, man. This is the water crossing coming up here. I might turn around here, I don't know. You know, because of course it has some ice on it and it is deep. Yeah. That's probably, right now it's probably 6 to 8 inches maybe out there. I usually go around. That could be muddy. I don't know, we'll check it out. see what's gonna happen here. Yep. I already told you, man, I'm not going that far. I took my glasses off so I could see better, but yeah, I gotta watch for those branches trying to poke me in the eye. This ain't too bad, actually. Here's the log. Got it. Jeez. Woo! Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Really. Not bad at all. Not. I thought it would be worse, but sometimes it's better. I used to like to just go through the water. I think that was a mud puddle right back there. That's why I slid sideways. I used to love just to go through the water. It's probably still like it, but I almost ended up 90-something% of the time having at least 1 foot that was soaking wet or wet. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I said I was going to lower my tire pressure to 5 pounds, but I didn't. It's not that high. It's like 7 in the front, 8 in the back. Maybe 6 in the front, 8 in the back, but okay, maybe a little bit of mud in here. This is the mud area. Oh yeah, rip my jacket. Yep, totally ripped my rain jacket. Damn branches. Oh well. I've had this jacket for a while, so I guess it's paid for itself. I can get a new one. It's like one branch and totally ripped the shoulder out. Gee, dude. That wasn't very nice. I'm gonna tell your mom. I'm gonna tell your mom you're picking on me, Jack. That's my normal route. And this is a new UTV route. I'm just trying to minimize the mud. Frozen water, oh no! Huh. Got a feeling I might be getting wet here pretty soon. Then again, maybe not. But we have to come back through it, right? Okay, I think that's all the mud for a while. Maybe. There's another big area of water up here, and I have to go through it if I'm gonna continue on. There's no way around it on e-bikes, and you can barely walk around it. Okay. Yeah, so this water crossing over the years has just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and deeper. So it's kind of like the one behind me, you know, so I may end up with wet feet here. And then again, no. Good. I did get my foot wet, of course. But these are, this foot, even though they're waterproof, this one leaks a little bit. I'm not sure where it's leaking, but for the most part. Woo! Okay, there's more water crossings, but yeah, I don't think they're too bad anymore. Yeah, so I think I got about a half a battery left, and 34 minutes it looks like. I don't think I cleared the SD card before I came in here. It's cool how this, you know, during the winter it's pretty good creek. In the summer, you know, it's dried up in places, but there's always water in here. But pretty cool, huh? I really need like a remote control. I think I have hand gestures, maybe voice control on. It'll turn off the recording or start the recording, but you have to leave the camera on, and that eats up battery. To leave the camera on so you can do voice or gestures. Now this one is pretty steep. It don't look steep on camera, but this might be interesting with the bike. Snow. Two-wheel drive, but snow. Yeah, okay, not bad. Not bad for two-wheel drive and snow. And these water crossings get bigger and deeper. And this is the first time in El Dorado where it's completely snow ground coverage, right? I've been back here on the dirt bike with snow and ice coverage and couldn't get through. But yeah, this is the first time on back here on anything. The e-bike is awesome. Back here on anything where it's completely covered in snow. but the water isn't all frozen over. It'll probably do that in a few weeks. Woo! Yep. And I guess I'll find out how my new seat works. If I'm bending it all up. It's a bigger seat, right? But I added support to it. And I lowered my tire pressure back down, so we'll actually have to see if the seat is taking major abuse. Here's another uphill, but it did the other one just fine, so. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, let's see you do this on your e-bikes, you urbanites. I don't know. I wonder how a rear-wheel drive or a well, it would be rear-wheel drive. Woo! Mud, I think. Yep. You do slide out even with knobby tires. That's a mud puddle under there, under the snow. But I do wonder how a rear-wheel drive would handle this snow, right? I mean, two-wheel drive is doing awesome, but if the snow was a foot deep, it'd be a lot different story. I think that's where it would probably be having lots of trouble if you're in a foot of snow, maybe even a half a foot of snow. Okay. See, I'm still lying. I'm back here pretty good. I said I wasn't coming back here this far. Okay, I'm not going in that far. You know, El Dorado just drags you in. It's like sirens, right? Maybe there's sirens out here in El Dorado Canyon. Right? That's what happened to sailors in the ocean. They would drown, you know, because they get out there, they start hallucinating, and the sirens would call them into the ocean, and then, woo! And then they would drown. So maybe there's some sirens in El Dorado Canyon. All right. Too cool. Well, yeah, battery's almost dead. Not much video left, but and I didn't bring another one. My pedals are getting all frozen up. Gonna have to take a rock and chip them off. Yeah, I won't have any battery to record on the way back. I just love these open, non-tracked up snow areas. It's really cool. yeah, so actually, I think I'm gonna turn around and go back. You know, camera battery's dead. And, you know, these e-bikes, the China bikes, when you're out in the cold, the battery bars go all over the place. So, you know, first it says you have 3/4 battery, and then it tells you you got a 1/4 battery. And I don't think there's going to be any ice falls back there because I think it's too warm for the ice falls to be freezing. They could be back there, but you saw all the water I crossed today. There's no ice in it. So I'm going to turn around here. This is really fun. I didn't plan on coming in here this far, and I didn't bring an extra battery or batteries for the camera, so we're out. I might record a little bit going back, but like I said, battery's almost dead. Hallelujah. Yeah, so there'll just be my track coming in and my track going out. Looks pretty cool, huh? It is pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't go to the cave. You know, like this battery's showing 3/4 full, right? And then it'll drop all the way down to where it's like 1/4 or 1/3 full. And then it goes back up. China batteries, you know, their management system is not very good. You really never know how much battery you got left until you don't have any. So anyway, I turned around. You know, I've gone to the cave almost every single time and out on a battery charge, but I didn't bring an extra battery. Didn't even bring extra battery for the camera, so it's gonna run out soon. So I'm turning it off. Yep, you can see I'm the only tracks in here. The only one who thinks El Dorado in the snow is fun. No, I'm sure there'll be some Jeeps and UTVs back here soon. Look. 3/4 full, but that's a lie. Every time I take off, it drops. Anyway, what can I say? Okay, well, longer, semi-deeper water crossing. You know, I videotaped this because I could go down in that. There's always a chance, right? Videotape the crashes, man. Let's see.